name's Kevin Owen. This is my friend Jack Smith. We're hanging out here talking about counseling stuff again because that's what we do.
Right.
Now, there is this diagnosis. It's called bipolar disorder, and people commonly mistake it for mood swings. However, emotional lability or mood swings may be a symptom of bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder is actually two poles. It's depression and it's mania. And if it's not that, we're not talking about bipolar. We're talking about something different. So if we were talking about mood swings or lability, Jack, how would you handle that?
I think mood swings is pretty much everybody. It's a joke, but really not.
Why do you do that?
A lot of times we wake up in funks and we wake up in weird moods, and sometimes as we go throughout the day, things happen to us and we get in weird moods. I think mood swings is really just part of being a human, but bipolar is way more debilitating. And I know a lot of times I see people that might think that they're bipolar because they have a lot of depression and then they're not depressed. But that's not bipolar. Bipolar is having depression and then having very manic states as well.
Now, for emotional lability or mood swings, I always tell people to bring your mind back into it. When your emotions are driving, you may not always like where it goes, but if you realize, hey, I'm being a butt monkey to everybody, or hey, I was irrationally rude to people, well, bring your mind back into it. Remember that you're a person, they're a person, and adjust.
Yeah, with mood swings, I always like to think of put the I over the E, put the intellect over the emotion. If we think emotionally, we're usually going to make bad decisions because our emotions, you just can't trust them. But if you think about it and use your intellect, usually you can rationalize yourself out of that mood and get back on the right track.
Diagnostically speaking, I very rarely see bipolar. It happens, it's out there, but more commonly, I do see mood swings and lability. Now, if you do have bipolar disorder, don't villainize it. It's not that big of a deal. You want to, make sure that you're on medication. You wouldn't judge someone for not being able to create insulin with their mind. You might push real hard, but it may not be insulin you're producing. Same thing for the chemicals necessary to balance bipolar disorder. Think about medication. It's not a bad thing. Yeah. The other thing I would recommend is surround yourself with people that you'll listen to. You may not always have insight and awareness to when you're going into those manic stages. And so have people that you value who aren't trying to leverage you or trying to green light or gaslight or red light or whatever. You surround yourself with people who will tell you, hey, you may want to get things checked out.
Yeah, I think that's important to have a good group around you, a support group, because when you have an issue like that, you want to make sure you're around people that's going to build you up and it's going to be honest with you in those times. You don't want people that are going to, again, like you said, use it to their advantage or try to hurt you, things like that. So if you do have this disability that you're dealing with, I would make sure that you have people that know about it, people that see a counselor so you can have somebody that you can talk to about it, and make sure you're around people that you trust.
People commonly come to me and say, I don't want to be crazy. There is no diagnostic criteria for crazy. Now, here's what would be crazy. If it was a bad situation, a bad stage of life that you didn't have to be in, but you chose to be in it because you were embarrassed to get help. Don't be. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah.